Hi guys, today I'm going to show you 5 setups on the B side of Anubis. These setups are going to take your B defense up to the next level, and it's really easy to do with your teammates on B. And all of these setups are setups that pro are using, so you know they work. And it's way better to actually have a plan on how you're going to defend the side than not have a plan. So let's just get straight into it. So the first setup is a con setup, and what you're going to do here is you're going to have one guy standing right here in this off angle towards the con right here. And as you can see, if I place a bot right here, then when the teaser coming up and then clear like this, it's really hard to spot this guy, because normally you clear like this and then you begin to clear here. So it's a really good off angle, and you also have right hand peek, so you'll see them before they see you. And then the other teammate is going to stand right here holding towards main. If you have another guy holding the main, he can just stand anti-flash, and if they decide to flash in here, he can help the fight and trade this guy. So a really good setup to prevent them from taking con. It can also be really good if you have a third guy just holding main with the orb like this. The second setup is also one of the more basic ones, where I just have a guy in the noob playing like this, where he can hold anybody coming close and anybody coming out from main. And then you have a second guy who's just playing like this, holding towards connector of anybody pushing up. Just be aware, this guy can't see anybody if they're coming out like this and hard clearing here. That's why this guy needs to be aware that they can come close. And this setup can work really well as 2. But if you have a third guy, then you can stand right here, holding anybody crossing up towards this position here, and you can easily swing on the guy noob or swing main on the other contact. And it's a really good setup that doesn't need that much of utility. Then we have the third setup, which is a pillar setup, where I have one guy who's playing this pillar position, and then another guy who's either playing this angle right here, holding anybody crossing up con, or he can play it like this, looking towards con, and just be ready to swing anybody who's coming main. And it's really important that this guy on the pillar know where he needs to be. So when he goes into the pillar, he just needs to line this wall up with this stone right here, like this. And then if he's just looking main, as you can see right here, and I place a bot, as you can see from down here, you can't see him. And the same from the main right here, you can't really see him. Only if you go like this, you can see a little bit of his arm. And then what the setup is going to look like is this guy going to hold the cross. If he gets contact, this guy can easily just come out, swing, and get the free kills. This guy can also try to flash connector if he wants to peek it and try to clear it. And the exact same with main. Let's say this guy get contact on main, then this guy can swing and help him fight. So a really good setup where you can trade each other. And it's also pretty good if you, let's say, have SMG and you want the SMG to play here. Then it can be a really good position. Then as the fourth setup, we're going to have the noob setup, which can be played 2 different ways, either at a bait setup or just as a flash setup. If you want to play the bait setup, you just have one guy hiding in here, and another guy is fighting for noob. Then when he dies, they're not gonna expect the second guy, and this is normally good in late round, let's say it's a 3v3, where they maybe don't expect that you're gonna play 2, because if you do it in the beginning of the round in a 5v5 and they kill you, they're gonna hard clear everything because they know there must be one more. The second way you can play it is you can play it like the flash, which many pros do, where just get one guy in towards this corner right here. Then you can aim right here with a flash and then right click and jump throw. And this flash is gonna pop up right here, blinding anybody who's pushing up from connector or coming from main. The way they normally play the setup is they have one guy just holding the flash out. Then they have a second guy who's playing from side, maybe jiggling a bit or playing up here. And as soon as he gets contact, he hides, this guy flashes, and they can peek together and try to swing. And it's also a really popular setup. And the last setup I'm going to show is the boost setup, where you can boost a bunch of different ways on B. And 2 most normal ways is the left side of side and the right side of side. If you're doing it the left side, then the guy under you is just going to hold connector, and then you can be up here holding towards main. And it's really good if they like to just drive peek towards main. Some teams really just like to just clear it like this without that many smokes, and you can really punish them by doing that. The second way you can do it is you get one guy to go in towards here, and then he boosts you. And then you can play this angle instead, which is also a really powerful angle. And the guy under here, he can do 2 things. If they can't come connector, he can be ready with a molo and just bounce a molo in towards here to molo off main. Because let's say that they spot this guy, maybe kills him, something like that. It can be good to throw a molo to just prevent them from rushing. Or if they can't come up connector, then this guy is just going to hold this angle right here. If anybody decides to sneak up like this, then he's going to have a free kill. And guys, that's it for this video. That's 5 different ideas and setups that you can use to try and hold B a lot better on Anubis. Write your favorite setups down in the comments and I'll take a look at it and maybe add it to my playbook. And if you want me to make more videos like this, give this video a like and subscribe. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye.